Warm greetings from TNV Academy. Today in this session, we are going to discuss about IT Assets Disposition. However, before we start, let me tell you about the key takeaways of this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to understand what is IT Asset Disposition. What does IT Asset Disposition do? When would you need an IT Asset Disposal? Why is IT Asset Disposition important? And the last one is how IT Asset Disposition keeps data safe. So let's start our discussion and talk about what is IT Asset Disposition. IT Asset Disposition, ITAD, is an industry term and practice built around reusing, recycling, repurposing, repairing or disposing of unwanted IT equipment in a safe and environmentally responsible way. An IT organization can practice IT Asset Disposition itself or have a specialized vendor handle it. Instead of ending up as electronic waste or e-waste in a landfill, an IT device's internal components can be reused. This helps keep waste such as plastics and heavy metals out of the environment. An absolute IT asset disposal is where a computer or electronic storage device is removed from the ownership of a business and is processed by a third party for recycling or disposal. In addition to this, it also deals with data erasure. This means making sure your redundant IT assets are completely stripped of all sensitive personal data before they are recycled. This is an important point, as a lot of sensitive data remains on storage devices, even if they are wiped by conventional means. IT Asset Disposition is the disposing of IT hardware and other equipment that is no longer needed, but it goes beyond simply throwing away older gear. Proper ITAD also ensures that materials are properly wiped and that all regulatory standards for proper data security are followed throughout the disposal process. ITAD also deals with environmental and sustainability concerns, as old hardware can damage ecosystems and add to the total plastic and other waste on the planet without proper disposal or recycling. Now let us talk, what does IT disposition do? IT Asset Disposition focuses on the following. Securing data. Old hardware may still contain data, so ITAD providers follow best practices through data deletion. Storage devices are securely wiped. Recycling and reusing devices. ITAD providers dispose of numerous types of used hardware, including desktops, laptops, servers, phones, and tablets. Items such as RAM, sticks, or video cards can be harvested and reused in other products or recycled. Repairing hardware. ITAD services may also offer repair options for hardware so organizations can repurpose their equipment. IT Asset Disposition companies can help organizations get rid of their excess IT equipment. They buy unneeded hardware from IT organizations and then attempt to recoup value from that hardware. IT Asset Disposition vendors typically provide the following services: asset management, data center decommissioning, data erasure, hard drive shredding, refurbishing, repair and return. Now let us take the next point for discussion, which is when would you need an IT asset disposal? Asset disposal is an integral part of the life cycle of many big companies. It thus takes up a lot of time and resources of many in-house IT teams. We provide a valuable service by partnering with you to take on this aspect of your IT function so that you can direct your resources to other tasks. The following are just some of the circumstances in which asset disposal is appropriate. When assets are being upgraded due to advances in technology, replacements of faulty units under warranty, WEEE complaint, disposals of broken equipment, trade-ins or sale of assets. And the last one is return of assets and end of lease. We will now discuss why IT asset disposition is important. As technology evolves at an ever more accelerated rate, so does the technological waste that comes from upgrading hardware or migrating to new systems. That makes proper disposal of that hardware a more pressing matter than in the past, when companies could be using the same technology for years and even decades. Meanwhile, computer hardware and other peripherals now contain more heavy metals, chemicals, and potentially harmful materials that could affect the environment if not disposed of properly. Finally, IT AD is an important security concern as well. Data privacy is one of the most important aspects of the relationships between consumers and the businesses. They trust with their personal information, and regulatory bodies have also made this security a priority. The right IT AD services provider will be able to ensure secure disposal of all hardware while minimizing environmental impact and costs. And finally, let us discuss how does IT Asset Disposition keeps the data safe. Expert IT AD companies such as Transpire are highly trained in the safe removal of data during the disposition process. There are several methods used in this process, and each has its own benefits. Sometimes multiple methods are used together in order to ensure full data security. Here are some of the most common methods. Degaussing. When it comes to hard drives and data storage devices, magnets can be extremely damaging. IT AD companies use this to their advantage in a process known as degaussing. Degaussing is the process of using a high-powered magnet that interferes with the magnetic field of a storage device, destroying any ability to read the data contained on it. This process is completed by a machine known as degausser, and there are a range of them available depending on the type of device whose data needs to be erased. One of the most desirable advantages of degaussing is that it ensures 100% unrecoverability of data. A properly degaussed hard drive ensures complete destruction of all sensitive data entirely. As a result, degaussing is often the preferred method for how to destroy a hard drive when it comes to the most sensitive possible data. Physical destruction. Another form of data destruction is the actual physical destruction of the hardware it's stored on. Hardware can be shredded, melted, or destroyed by any means that ensures that the media itself is completely unreadable and can't be salvaged. When it comes to being the most certain that data has been destroyed, complete physical destruction offers the highest level of certainty. Software overwriting. Software overwriting is the process of eliminating data by writing new data over the top of it. The process of overwriting uses the storage once occupied by the original data to make space for the new, erases anything that was left over, or at the very least making it 100% unable to be read or accessed. Also known as data wiping depending on the context. Data overwriting can be an effective way to remove sensitive data from a hard drive or other device. In some cases, a single overwrite can be enough to properly eliminate data on a device. In other cases, companies may wish to use multiple overwriters for an added guarantee of complete data destruction. We have now come to the conclusion of this session. In case you have any queries regarding today's topic, then please put them forward in the comment section of the video and we will be really happy answering them. See you soon. Till it's best wishes from TNV Academy. Thank you.